Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you all are fine. Today in this class we are going to discuss with the last topic of the first unit, life process, and the topic name is the dialysis. So students, what is dialysis? Dialysis is simply a process of the removal of the toxic materials. Here I am using the word toxic material, and wherever we use the word toxic material, then toxic material means, or you can say it as the nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste like urea, uric acid, creatinine, hippuric acid, etc. So urea, uric acid, creatinine, etc. But how these toxic materials they are removed out of the body? In some of the person where kidney doesn't work properly, or you can say where the kidney gets failed, and what would happen if the kidney will get failed? Then in that case the removal of the nitrogenous waste, it will not be removed from the body. Then what will happen? These waste will get accumulated into the body. So how then, if the kidneys they doesn't work properly or they gets failed, then how these toxic materials are passed out from the body of that person? Then they are passed out through the body of a person by a simple process which is known as the dialysis, or you can say here artificial kidney work. Now what is the principle of this process? So simply if we talk about the principle, then the principle of dialysis is the diffusion. Now how this principle, on the basis of this principle this process occurs, and as we are saying that in case of the nitrogenous waste, तो क्या होगा? In the blood, suppose this is a one liquid called the blood, and in the blood there is higher concentration of the urea. Okay, and there is another liquid, and this is the another liquid, and this liquid is called the dialysate. Okay, now these two liquids they are separated from each other by a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, this is the semi-permeable membrane. Now what would happen? We know concentration of urea is more into the blood, and concentration of urea is less into this liquid which is known as the dialysate. Now what will happen? The urea, by the process of diffusion, urea particles they will move from a region of its higher concentration to a region of its lower concentration. So on the behalf of this process, principal diffusion, dialysis process will occur. Now let's start with the procedure that how this dialysis works. So what will happen? First of all, the blood from the patient artery is taken out. So first of all, now it's working that how this dialytic machine works. So first of all, here is the, you can write it as blood is taken out. So blood from patient's artery. So blood from the patient artery, it is taken out and it is passed into a pump. So this is a pump. So this is a pump. Now as the blood from patient artery, it is passed into the pump, here the temperature of the blood is lowered down and it is lowered up to 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, and after then, you know, when the blood circulates, when the blood flows in the body, circulates in the body, then there are less chances of clotting of the blood. But when it is taken out from the body of the person, then what will happen? There are the chances of blood clotting. So to prevent the blood clotting, an anticoagulant is added. So here what will happen? An anticoagulant. Anticoagulant means the name of that anticoagulant is heparin. Heparin, it is an anticoagulant. This anticoagulant, it helps to prevent the blood clotting. After then, what will happen? Then this blood is passed into the dialysing machine, and this dialytic machine, it is divided into, or you can say it is divided into number of branches. How it is divided into number of branches? In this way, branches or the tube. In this way, these are the tubes or the branches. So up to the end, you have to join. So these are the various tubes. Here, these are the various tubes in which this is the dialytic machine. Okay, and in this dialytic machine, there is a passage for the intake of another liquid, and this passage is called the inlet. And for the removal of the waste, there is another passage which is known as the outlet. So what will happen, students? As again I am repeating, firstly the blood from the patient artery, it is taken out, then it is pumped, where it is passed into a pump. तो पंप में पास क्यों होगा? To brought the temperature of the blood up to the 0 degree Celsius, and then anticoagulant is added to prevent the blood clotting, and the name of that anticoagulant is the heparin. After then, this is the blood. As this blood is moving, so this blood, it enters into the dialyzing machine. Okay, and this dialyzing machine, it is made up of number of tubes, and here two passages are formed. One is inlet and one is outlet. Now what will happen? Through this inlet, the liquid, and that liquid is called the dialysate. This liquid will enter through the inlet and it will get separates. Then what would happen? We know. Now what is, student, now the question arises, what is the dialysate and what is the blood? So these are the two liquid. For example, say this is the blood. Okay, so this is the blood, and in the blood there is present more amount of the toxic material like the urea, uric acid, creatinine, and there is another liquid, and that liquid is called the dialysate. So if we talk about the composition of the dialysate, then dialysate have the same composition as the plasma part of the blood, but, or you can say, except the toxic material. So toxic material means same as that of, so if we talk about composition, same as that of plasma, except toxic materials, okay, like the urea, uric acid, okay. And these tubes in the dialytic machine, they are made up of semi-permeable membrane. So this is the semi-permeable membrane, and this semi-permeable membrane is composed of a material, and the name of that material is the cellophane. So as through the inlet the dialysate enter, then we know that कि blood के अंदर toxic materials का amount क्या है, higher है, and dialysate have lower concentration of the toxic material. Then on the principle of diffusion, the toxic material, they will come outside in the form of urea, uric acid, okay, and also the creatinine. In this way they comes out into the dialytic machine. Okay, now the blood is filtered, and these toxic material, these are the toxic material, then these toxic material, they are passed through the outlet. These are the toxic materials. And then this is the blood, now the filtered blood, this is the filtered blood. This filtered blood is passed into the warmer. Okay, now this is the filtered blood, and this filtered blood, it is passed through the warmer. Why it is passed through the warmer? To bring the temperature back to the normal. देखो firstly हमने क्या किया था, temperature को lower किया था. Now when the blood gets filtered, then what will happen? It is passed into the warmer, where it is brought back to the normal body temperature. And also here anti-heparin is added, okay, to stop the action of the heparin. Okay, and after then from the warmer the blood enters into the patient's vein. Is it okay? So this was all about the process called the dialysis. Okay, and this process is also known as the hemodialysis. Hemodialysis. Why this process is known as the hemodialysis? Hemo word is related to the blood. So the waste material, they are removed from the blood. That's why this process is known as the hemodialysis. Okay, so again I am repeating the process in a brief. Firstly, the blood from patient artery is taken out, and after then it is passed through a pump where the temperature of the blood is lowered down. After then anticoagulant is added to prevent the clotting of the blood. Then it is passed into the dialyzer, where in the dialyzer, or you can say in the dialytic machine, there are present various tubes, and these tubes are the semi-permeable in the nature and is made up of material called the cellophane. So what will happen? From the inlet the dialysate liquid will enter. तो dialysate और blood में क्या difference होता है? Both have the same concentration or the composition as that of the plasma, but dialysate it do not have toxic material while the blood have the toxic material. So from here the toxic material on the basis of diffusion principle, they will come outside through the outlet, and the blood, filtered blood, will enter into the warmer and then into the patient's vein. So this was all about the hemodialysis. Now what is the time duration for this process to occur? So time duration जो होता है, that is from 3 to 4 hours, and for this process the patient has to be hospitalized. Okay, now but this principle, or you can say this process, has disadvantage also. So what are the disadvantages? So first of all, if we talk about the disadvantages, then firstly this is an expensive process. Okay, so first one is the expensive, and second one is the patient has to be hospitalized. Okay, so this was the concept of the dialysis. So student, this you can say this process, it vary in the different organism depending upon the condition of the kidney, and wherever the kidney totally fail, then in those person on the daily basis the artificial kidney or this process is carried out, while where the 50 to 60% kidney works, then after 1 week or after 10 to 15 days there is a need of this process known as the dialysis. So with this, today finally we have completed the first unit of biology, which is the life process. Hope you have learnt a lot. With this, thanks to all.